Hey y'all. So I've started to do an oil treatment at night before I go to bed. So my hair is big and fluffy, mostly kind of, because I decided I was going to try out this unbrushed that's all the rage on TikTok. That's this. I got like all my work, I worked out like every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today. I actually worked out, and so that means all the sweating happened up in my scalp. Yesterday I was just kind of like over it. I was like, whatever, this hair ain't gonna make it no more days. It ain't really made it to today. All these people talking about how great this unbrush is. I don't know why I'm like sitting here agonizing over these parts. No, they ain't gonna be really seen. Let's not worry about it. Okay, so I just was like, let's do a test. I'm just really getting this out the way so I can do this side. Okay, I went ahead and used that unbrush on dry hair, by the way, and it got big and fluffy. I was a fan. And, now it's time to wash and start over. So now that I've gotten this section out, I'm going to take this water in my continuous spray bottle and I'm going to moisten my hair. I don't fully saturate it, but I get it wet enough. I feel like if it's not wet enough for me, my hair I don't think I get the results that I'm looking for. So I like to get my hair decently wet. I'm really trying to pay special attention to my ends because when I got my last trim, they were dry. And I'm just like, I don't understand why. Because I don't ignore my ends. But, they act like I do. Man, just get some more in here in this hair. Just trying to pretend like I didn't spray it. If I had I have high porosity hair. My water is actually kind of cold because it's kind of cold in here. If I had low porosity hair, I would use warm water in my bottle because when I initially tried to do this on my son's hair, this is actually how I found out he had low porosity hair. I did not warm up the water in the bottle and the water just sat on top of his hair, as did everything else I attempted to apply. So I've tried it with warm water and it worked a lot better. His hair absorbed the water better and then it absorbed the oil better. And the oil I'm using is my Acute anointing. I like this cap. It used to have a different cap. It used to have this cap that I use for the leave-in. I changed it to this cap because I like it better for the application process. So you're supposed to put the oil directly on your scalp and on the hair. And so I try to do both. You're also supposed to massage it into your scalp. So I do that. And then I just try to make sure I work all of the oil into my hair. And for me, like a lot of videos I looked at says, just moisten the hair. I just wet it. Not fully saturated like I'm going to shampoo it, but it's probably wetter than they are doing in their videos. And I just feel like it works better. I probably have already said that, but I just said it again. I'm making sure I pay good attention to these ends because obviously I'm doing this for all of my hair, but the ends are really a big part of what prompted me to do this to begin with, because my hope is that I can retain more of them on my last trim. She had cut about 3 inches off, but I'm like 3 inches. Man, can we trim that down to 1 inch? I think I'm good. I just twisted up into a Bantu knot. So I did the same thing to this back part. Another Bantu knot. I really just do them because I find them easy, but you can do whatever you find easiest. Doesn't have to be Bantu knots. And I'm dripping water all down my back. Okay. So after I get these up, I take this plastic cap and just stick it over my hair. I just put some extra protective measures on top. All right, and I tie this scarf on top. It's the next morning. Let me find my voice. I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna go ahead and wash it out. Okay. Guess what it's time for? Handy dandy voiceover. All right, so here I'm just rinsing out that oil, obviously not all of it, but I'm just giving it a good thorough rinse to kind of help me get started. And here's my wonderful whipped wonder, and that was how much I don't have left and how much I'm using. You have to excuse that little blur on the camera. I had like a water spot or somewhere that I didn't notice for like ever. Anyway, I re-wet my hair just a little bit more before I went ahead and slapped that, yes I did, shampoo onto my hair, and then I lathered it up really nicely, and I scrub my scalp with my fingertips to make sure I get that scalp nice and clean.
before I would only just do one wash or one shampoo, but now I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt myself because this is one of my favorite parts, squeezing all that juicy goodness out of there. It's so awesome. Okay, anyway, now that I do the oil treatment, I do a second wash or a second shampoo because I want to make sure that I get the oil all the way out of my hair. And so yeah, you're gonna see me here use another tiny bit, because the second time, I don't know why, I always lather is so much better. And then the same process before, lather it up, get lost in the suds. All right, so it's time to rinse it out for real this time. And I'm going in with Tempting Tonic this time, and I'm just going to apply that thoroughly throughout my entire hair. And I just want to make sure it's fully incorporated into my strands from ends to roots, roots to ends. Either way, I want all of it covered. And then after I get it in there, I just kind of like to finger comb to help. There's my trusty brush. It's my new favorite. Gotta show it off. And I'm just gonna take it and breeze right through those tangles. They just melt like butter now, y'all. So yeah. Go ahead and just get through that in, I don't know, like 5 seconds. It's unreal. It's legit unreal. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people were questioning on like TikTok and stuff. They thought people were leaving fake reviews, all this other stuff. I don't know why things always have to be fake. Sometimes things work better for some than others, and that's okay. And for me, this is it. So yeah, I go ahead and I mean that second, I'm just milking it. Not that second, but that section, I'm just milking it because I've been done. So I'm moving on to the next. Got the whole head done, and look at how much hair I did not lose. Like, I mean, it's so tiny, I have trouble getting it out the brush. So I just go ahead and do a little finger combing. I feel like it helps get the hair clumping back together nicely after I detangle with my unbrush. And then once I do the finger detangling, I just twist it up and struggle it into a bantu knot that may or may not stay. There we go. So that's up, and then I let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then I just take it all down after my hair has absorbed it, because it's gonna absorb it. And after I get all that taken down, I just rinse it thoroughly just to make sure I get it all out. And once it's out, I go ahead and maybe play it a little bit, show off the length, because even though I just got a trim a couple months ago, I feel like it's already kind of growing back. So yeah, that's just me acting a fool in front of the camera, because that's what I do, because I'm like a 5-year-old in a 40-year-old body. Okay, so I'm just gonna wring that out so I don't drip water all the way to the counter and get to styling.
Today's a little bit different, but it's starting off the same. So step 1, my serious Magnificence. This is my moisturizing, don't you dare fall, moisturizing aloe vera spray. It's lemon pound cake fragrance. Everything is lemon pound cake. I can't talk already. This is going downhill fast. So this is how I use it. I take the bottle and I spray a liberal amount all over my head. This is still, it's still a lazy wash and go process. I just got one little difference in there. You'll see it next. But this is all the same. I spray it on here. When I run my fingers through my hair, I want to see foaming action. That's what we're doing. Most of the time I go overboard and spray too much. Every time I say I'm going to try not to spray too much. Every time I spray too much again. I'm not sure if I'm a lost cause, but this is what we're doing. So let's see if that's enough or if I need to spray some more. My son is low porosity, so I've been still using the spray on his hair. I just put it in a warm water bath first. Otherwise it ain't going nowhere. But that's a lot if there's even water. So I warm it up first. It doesn't have to be hot. I warm it up the way I do my hot oil treatment. I just put it in a hot water bath. The water I put it in is hot, but I let it sit in there for like maybe 20, 30 minutes. And I take it out. The bottle feels warm. I spray it on his hair. And then it does the same thing on his hair that it does on mine. Okay, so I'm finished with this. So that, you see, it gives me definition already. And moisture, lots of moisture. We all like moisture. Most reasons that most of our hairstyles don't turn out right is because moisture. Either we getting too much and not keeping it, or it's just not being absorbed at all. Either way, we're not getting moisture. This is the leave-in that I'm using today. I'm using actual leave-in instead of styling cream. This is called Sultry Sorcery. I'm just going to apply this to the hair. Let me just tell you what I'm doing first before I launch into my tangent, which you know I'm going to do. And trying to get in under here. Like, I feel like I'll be forgetting that hair. I just rub it on. I don't rake this in or anything else. I only use 2 other products. I'm acting like I use 15 products. Anything else, all 50 products is not. But I just like rub that on there. And that's that. Real easy peasy. So don't forget these ends, right? All right, moving on to my third step, Magical Mayhem Sea Moss Hair Gel. I had to make a whole new bottle. Oh yeah, why I had to make this, I mean not make it, I had some in here, but why I had to use it was because, see, what had happened was, yesterday I had joked on my live that I was out of these two products. I was out of the gel, I was out of the styling cream, and I was like, oh, I could go downstairs, take my base, whip up some more, because the exact thing that I said was gonna happen happened. I came in here, was getting prepared to do my hair, and then I realized I was missing two products. I was like, self-fulfilling prophecy, ADHD. I went downstairs, I made the gel, and then I was like, let me get the curl styling cream. I was like, where's the styling cream at? Where's the base? Oh, I'm out. Damn it. So I don't have time to make no whole new base before I wash my hair. That I'd be washing my hair at 6 o'clock because of the whole process. So I was like, guess it's the leave-in today. So anyway, that's why we're doing this today in the Lazy Wash to Go instead of my usual styling cream. And so anyway, so I made a fresh bottle of this. Life is going great. Here I'm just separating my hair. I just smooth it onto the hair as you saw. And then I like to separate it in sections or it will dry as a clump, and I don't like that. This just works easier because it's easier than separating it when it's dry. So that's all I'm doing here. Okay, so we're still looking pretty good despite the fact that I did not use curly concoction today. That's the styling cream I usually use. Now I'm going to make some more today. I'm gonna have it because next week or we'll be having the same conversation. So this is this is the wet results, and they're looking pretty good so far. And a few things I think I've done different are doing the oil treatment. I've been making sure that when I rinse my hair, I use cool to room temperature-ish water. So that's supposed to help me retain more, close those pores some and retain some more of that moisture that I'm wanting to keep. If I were low porosity, I would rinse with very warm water, not hot water, because you don't want to strip your hair of all this natural oil. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go and diffuse this and stretch it and go on about my day. Pretty sure I'm dry. I'm gonna stretch it and be done. But y'all, using leave-in is not bad. I'm not sure it has like the shine that I felt like I had the past couple of weeks, but like, I'm not gonna nitpick. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. The definition is still there, and we'll see what it looks like when it's stretched, because that's really the comparison I should use. I think one side of my hair really is longer than the other. Well, I think it shrinks more. I'll probably stretch that less so it won't look so much shorter and be driving my OCD nuts. That's what I used to do. If I have parts, like, it all looks the same length when it's wet, but then the shrinkage just seems like it's different. Of course, my hair type is not the same on both sides, and it's just be doing what it wants. Y'all have hair, it does what it wants. Good luck. Okay, so I'm gonna stretch this. The way that I do that is I take a section of hair. I already said what I was gonna do, right? Because I got distracted. I was doing stuff, but I'm gonna stretch this, okay? So last step, I'm gonna go ahead and lift my roots, and then I gotta run off. I think my pick is wet. Whoops. It should be fine. Okay, so I'm done with everything, and I'm running through it. Life just be happening last minute. So here's the finished look. Did I say looked with an ED? So you know what? Overall, it actually looks good. Like, I did not use my styling cream, and I'm still very pleased with the results. I'm still gonna go back to using styling cream because I do feel like it looks better when I use it. I probably could have done a better job of stretching it, but I was just flying through it. Today's lip gloss is Rose Gold Glitter. Rose Gold Glitter. It's one of my absolute favorites. I just love it. I think it's pretty, and the shimmer and all that. It's my jam. So far, I don't have any complaints about anything I try. Like, I have my preferred, but other stuff works just as well. I mean, as you've seen me have to use other products in place, and it still turns out pretty well. So, consistency is the key. I mean, keep in mind, if you're trying this with your own products or my products, it did take me like 4 years, not like 4 years, because I have a video showing like my journey and what my hair looked like during the process. But this is like 4 years in the making, so it didn't happen overnight. If you're looking for overnight, you can try it, but And maybe someone does have overnight products, but I don't. It was definitely a long haul thing. It took me a while. It took me a long time to nurture my hair, but it was well worth the wait. If you have questions about anything that I did or how you can do something better for your hair, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm always willing to try to help another girl, you know, be happy with her hair and her look. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. As always, I will see you later.